Hey guys, so this is day 3. I'm going to be working with her again. We're going to be continuing with what we've been working on and maybe adding 1 or 2 new things. Obviously, while she's here, the training session that you guys get to see is not the only one I'm doing. I'm also doing usually an evening session. I don't live stream it because usually we're watching a movie or doing something like that. One thing I noticed in our evening session last time was that she has some confidence issues. She didn't want to get up on a bed. So I may be working her through a little bit of that today. I'm going to try pivot disc with her, see how that goes. But again, I'm going to start with yes and no like always, because until the yes and no is 100% solid, which it is not even close to 100% solid, until it's there, really I'm wasting my time with everything else. They're fun tricks, but they're only tricks until we have a true understanding of what each other wants. Okay, you ready to try? Hi. Yes. Good girl. Yes. Good job. No. Yes. Good girl. I had to do a lot less help that time, so much better. Yes. No. No. Yes. Yes. Good girl. Yes. You can do it. There you go. Once she hears that no, that's the only thing she hears. So we'll be working on that more. Ready? Yes. I need to do some more luring with her too. In fact, I probably need to do luring with her before we ever do a pivot disc. And again, like I said, I might pull out something a little bit more exciting than kibble for that. I might pull out a hot dog. Although she's luring, not too bad today. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Sit. Sit. I'm going to let her break, even though I probably shouldn't, because she's so hesitant to break. I want to let her get away with a few things, and then I'll fix it later. Hi. There might be other ways of getting this done, but I think the quickest way for me to get where I want to go is to let her break a little on her own. Sit. Good girl. I know. Sit. Yes. There we go. Much better. So that time I was stricter about not breaking her sit. And when I said yes, she broke easily, even though I corrected her a few times, right? It's really important that you speak honestly about punishment and things like this. I'm seeing in too many groups people mincing words about, oh, I did this. So I was in a hunting group recently where he's talking about how he trains his steadiness on his retrieves. And so what that means is the dog not anticipating and running towards the thing that they're supposed to retrieve. So he says he puts a bumper down. He puts the dog in the sit, puts the bumper down over here. And if the dog doesn't move, doesn't budge, then he lets them go get the bumper. If the dog does move, he just picks the bumper up. And he says, I don't punish them. It's like, I'm sorry, buddy. Picking the bumper up and denying the dog a bumper is a punishment. Okay? Same with this. Removing my hand, closing my hand, it is a punishment. This is punishment-based training, technically speaking. But the problem is people confuse punishment with pain and fear, which it actually has nothing to do with it. I know, you ready? Yes. Just like that hand. You've never done that hand before. Yes. Good girl. Sit. Sit. Yes. Good girl. I may have been in anticipation a little bit. Do you know down? Yes. Good girl. Nicely done. Good. Sit. Yes. Ooh, that was really something. Good job. Let's try just a straight up no. Ready? No. No. Yes. Good girl. No. No. Yes. Good job. Good. That time on the no, she was looking way off into the distance, like I won't even look at it. It's very funny how a lot of dogs do that. Even though I don't use my no as a reprimand, a harsh reprimand, that means that something bad's going to happen. All I mean is that, oh, that's not going to lead to the treat. Some dogs still respond to it that way. They're just naturally somewhat submissive. Don't knock over my camera, dog. Thank you. Okay, so let's take this bed and see how she does with it today. Because I do want to start working on platform training, which is going to be crucial for a lot of behaviors for hunting. Send outs and retrieves and heel work. And so I want to start with the easiest, largest platform I can. Hey, pup. Yeah. Yes. Go on, get it. Yes. Yes, good girl. Yes, good girl. And you can see she's quite hesitant. That's part of the reason I'm stepping on it, because I want her to know I'm not afraid of it. I'm also stepping on it to stabilize it a little bit so it doesn't slide around. Eventually, I want her to skate around the floor on this, but we'll build up to that level of confidence. Good, she's pushing, leaning her weight into it. The next thing will be to put a paw up on it. Now, some of you may remember the lesson I did with Luna on the same issue, nervous about the bed. And I picked her up and put her on it. I might do the same thing with this dog. I might not. It's based on my intuition of the moment. It's like, do I think this dog will benefit from being put up there and see it's not that bad? Or do I think that this dog will benefit from being allowed to do it on their own? This dog, I think, benefits from being left alone and said, hey, you figure it out on your own. Why? I think it's the insecurity. Luna, she was a hanging tree dog. She did not have the same insecurity. She was a confident little thing, right, in general. And so for me, just putting her on it, then get her over it instantly. With her level of insecurity, I actually wanted her to learn how to overcome her own insecurity over time. Okay, we're going to try something different. Good girl. Yeah, good girl. Oh, good. That's not so bad for her, I think. Good girl. Yeah, go get it. Good girl. Yeah, good girl. Wow, look at you. Good girl. Okay, so going under things not quite as worrisome for her as going over things. Good girl. That's our weather alert, if you can hear that. We had a pretty exciting thunderstorm last night. Yeah, you're doing a good job. I'll let you finish getting those underneath. We're working through her food a lot faster than when we first started training, which is great. It means that she's developing her food drive. She's more confident. She's hungrier, which is all good. But it also means her training sessions are shorter. So I have to now start chaining behaviors together and working on how to stretch the training sessions out longer without having to overfeed her. Now, not all training requires food. And in the next few days, we'll start going outside and introducing more toy play and bird work. And so then I'll be able to train her without food. But I like to do a lot of my precision work with food so that I can tell exactly what I want and give the dog very discrete reinforcers for very discrete behaviors. Okay, this is mine now. Let's go back to working on top of it. I want you to get all 4 feet on it, dog. Can you do that? There. Wow, look at that. A lot more confident. I think just making physical contact with this has really helped. Okay, I'm going to put it here in this corner. Good girl. Good girl. You don't like that, huh? Don't blame me. Okay, I'm going to switch it to the long thing. See if I can't trick her into putting her back feet up. And I almost tricked her. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl, yes. Good girl. Hey, look. Come on. Come on. I love her way of processing information. Like, it doesn't occur to her to go, good girl. It doesn't occur for her to go on the side, the easy way. I don't think I could do the same setup with, no offense, people, with a herding breed. I don't think I could do the same setup. The herding breed would just go on the side and go the easy way. But for her, it's like, I always came from this direction, so now this is turned this way. I gotta go from this direction. And so we end up getting all 4 feet on that. I would say that's a pretty good victory for today, right? You want to do some toy play right now? We can play with toys a little bit. Here, let me move this out of the way. I'll do a little toy play on camera, and then I'll call it a day with her. When I start doing toy play with her, my other dogs might start barking. Just be aware of that. It might be somewhat loud, but which one do I want to play with? Let's do this guy. Wow. Go get him. Yay, good girl. Good girl, come here. Look at you, good girl. She's got some possession to her where she doesn't want to share it with you. That's not something I mind, especially, kind of starting with herding dogs. I know my first dog was a husky, but the first dog I ever really worked with was a herding dog. It was Natalie's dog, Cinnamon. And, all herding dogs have this little bit of possessiveness to them. Where they don't want to really share it. They want to possess it. They want to tug. They want to do these things. Retrievers can have it, but typically they're bred for a very high level of cooperation and wanting to share. And so I'm spending a lot of time with her. Just, you got it in your mouth. I'm not challenging you for it. I'm just petting you and telling you how wonderful you are. And in a second, I'll pick it up and throw it. Eventually, I'm going to try to teach her to tug, and that'll be fun. So I'm just going to start doing this little stuff. But the tug will be a special thing. This is the actual behavior I want for the retrieve of a bird. Nice, still, calm, firm mouth. Not puncturing the toy, but I can't get it out of her mouth either. So if the bird were alive, it can't flap its way out. So I'm quite happy with this. Hi. Oh my goodness. Are you going to let me have it? Thank you. So there's very little chase drive, which is interesting. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. Very little chase drive. So one of the things I'm going to work on with her is flirt pull. She likes holding it. She wants to hold it, pick it up, and carry it. But chasing it, not so exciting. Do you know who that was? Yeah. Okay. Like when I'm doing the little game on the floor, she looks at it, but she doesn't think, oh, I want to kill it, or she doesn't have that kind of terrier-like instinct or the herding instinct if I want to, tendon it and, disable it from moving. She doesn't have that quite so much. Hi. You're a good girl. Yes, you are. She thinks this is all very weird. Hi. Pippa, come here. Come here. Yes, you're a good girl. These little things of moving a couple inches away and then calling her. Oh, come here, Pippa. Pippa, good girl. This is what's going to build my retrieve later, is this idea of just because you're in possession of something doesn't mean you have to move away from me. You can move towards me and still possess it. Come on, Pippa. Yes, good girl. These little tiny movements, eventually when I take her outside into the yard, will become 10 feet of retrieve, 20 feet of retrieve, and she'll just have this instinct when she gets it to come to me, and I'm going to tell her how wonderful she is for having it in her mouth, and that it's hers, and that if I take it from her, I'm going to give it right back. Do you mind if I have it? Can I have it, though? No, I can't have it? It's not mine? It's yours? It's yours? Okay, one more throw, then we're done. Let's get it. Good girl, Pippa. Pippa. Good girl, Pippa. Pippa, come. That time she tried to take it to her crate. That's also that possession. It's very funny. If I can turn that into Tug, then she'll want to take it to me so that she can fight over me, or fight over it with me. Which that fight is a fun tool to use in training if you know how to use it. Okay, Pippa, it's yours. You can go wander off now if you want. Oh, you want my gun cleaner? Okay. So that's what I mean about being a retriever. She's now carrying that around. Oh, she's chasing it. Oh, look at that. We got some chase going. Wow, look at you. Good girl. Good girl. Come here, Pippa. Okay. Actually, you know, this gun bore cleaner makes a pretty decent toy. I don't know why I never thought about using one of these before. They got some hard bristles up here, but if I like wrap that in duct tape, this could be a really cheap, easy toy for like puppies. It's nice. It's nice and soft, you know, but it's durable. Huh. I never even thought about that. Okay, anyways, that's it for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know if you have any questions.